Hi everyone, this is Jason from Metal Flesh. Today I will rank one of my favorite bands, Queen. I will try to place the albums from Getting the Bean Tier all the way up to From Here to Eternity. As stated, this is one of my favorite bands, so I'm just going to be as honest as possible. I will try to spread out the albums throughout the layering. Apart from that, from its release, I will pick up two highlight songs. I will try to steer away from the obvious hit songs. Queen is a well-beloved band from everybody in the world. It's one of those unique bands that its album is vast different than the one before and the one that will follow. Again, the Queen sound has changed. They managed to release hard rock albums, proto metal albums, funk albums, disco. It's just absolutely an amazing band. Right, we're gonna kick things off with 1973's first release called Queen, or else known as Queen 1. This is the Queen's first album. It's a strong and confident release. It has hard rock, fantasy lyrics, and layered vocals that makes it different from other bands. Some songs like Keep Yourself Alive and Liar are exciting, and My Fairy King shows Freddie's most creative side. The production is not as polished as later albums. Some songs are less memorable, but it's a really good start for a legendary band. Highlights for me will be My Fairy King and Great King Rat. For me, this is a solid B tier release. The following year, we see the release of Queen 2. This album is dark, dramatic, and very creative. The songs feel like a story or a fantasy world. Some songs are long and quite complicated, and so it might feel quite daunting when people first listen to this. I give it a few more spins. On this album, Queen shows that they're quite artistic at a very very starting point in their career. This is more ambitious and theatrical than the debut album. For me, highlights will be White Queen as it began and Ogre Battle. For me, this is a solid A tier release. After this, we see the release of Sheer Heart Attack. This album mixes many styles. We have hard rock, glam, pop, some fun experimental tracks. We've got Killer Queen, which is an instant classic, and then we've got Brighton Rock, which shows a great guitar work. Some songs are a little uneven. It feels like the band is experimenting, but overall the album is very consistent. This album helped make Queen popular worldwide. Highlights for me will be Brighton Rock and In the Lap of the Gods. This is one of the albums that I listen quite often and is considered one of my favorites. For me, this is a From Here to Eternity release. 1975, we see the release of A Night at the Opera. This is one of Queen's most famous albums. It mixes rock, opera, and pop perfectly. We've got Bohemian Rhapsody here, which is the biggest highlight of the album, but also you get songs like Death on Two Legs or My Best Friend and 39, which is also fantastic. Some songs are long and complex, but almost every track is very strong. The album shows Queen at their creative peak. Comparing this album to the previous ones, this one is more polished and ambitious than the previous albums. It's a true classic from start to finish. Personally, my highlights will be 39 and Death on Two Legs. For me, this is an instant From Here to Eternity. Day at the Races, he saw the light in 1976. this is a similar to the previous album. I believe the band said that it's a continuation of A Night at the Opera. This one is slightly less dramatic but more emotional. You get songs like Somebody to Love, which is amazing, and Tie Your Mother Down, which is a strong rock song. Some minor songs which can be classed as weaker or slightly uneven, but the album is very good and enjoyable. I'm comparing this to A Night at the Opera. It's less focused, let's put it that way, but strong album overall. Highlights for me will be You Take My Breath Away and Somebody to Love. I'm just gonna drop it down to a B tier. 1977, we see the release of News of the World. This simpler and rock focused album. We have got the huge anthems, We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions. They're overheard. Personally, I just skip them. But also you get songs like It's Late, which is quite long and dramatic. Some songs feel less exciting, but the overall album is slightly strong, slightly uneven, more straightforward. You do get some filler songs like Fight From the Inside or Get Down, Make Love. For me, highlights will be Spread Your Wings and See a Heart Attack. I don't really revisit this one very often. I'm just going to drop it down to a C tier. 1978, we see the release of Jazz. This is a fun and playful album, slightly uneven, but you still get some big hits like Don't Stop Me Now, Fat Bottom Girls, and Bicycle Race, which are excellent. Some songs feel like a filler or some experimental that didn't quite work out. It still shows a Queen that they're being bold, and although they're messy, they're just trying new things. It's less focused on News of the World, but personally I do listen to this one more than News of the World. Highlights will be Mustafa and Let Me Entertain You. For me, this one goes to a solid B tier. 1980, we see the release of The Game. This is a modern and polished album. It contains other hit songs like Another One Bites the Dust and Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Play the Game is strong, but a few songs are slightly on the weaker side. Overall, it shows Queen adapting into the 80s while keeping their sound. Highlights will be, for me, Play the Game and Save Me. This one comes up to I'm just going to put it on an A tier. Right, Flash Gordon followed in 1980. It's a soundtrack. It's not really an album release. We've got loads of short instrumental songs with parts of the movie where you can hear it. There's only two proper songs here, which will be my highlights as well. Will be Flash, the theme song, and The Hero. For me, I don't listen to this at all. It's just, for me, get in the bin. 1982, we see the release of Hot Space. For me, it should be called Hot Mess. Queen here tries funk, disco, and pop. Although Under Pressure is an amazing song, it feels out of place compared to the other songs. I don't know. I really don't like this album. Again, I'm just going to pick two songs. It will be Under Pressure and Stay in Power. The Hot Space songs are performed better live with proper guitars and proper drums, and it just sounds heavier. So I do prefer the those songs when they were performed at, I believe, Queen on Fire, the double live CD that came out quite recently. For me, this is another Get in the Bin release. 1984, Queen returns back with The Works. This is a stronger, more balanced 80s album. It contains hits like Radio Gaga and I Want to Break Free, which is absolutely amazing. For me, there's only one weak song here, but the overall album is absolutely solid from start to finish. Highlights for me will be Machines, or known Back to Humans, and I'll pick up a hit song here as well, I Want to Break Free. For me, this is a solid A tier release. 1986, we see the release of A Kind of Magic. This is my personal favourite album. Many of the songs were written for the movie called Highlander. We have got big hits like One Vision and Who Wants to Live Forever, which are absolutely amazing. It's a great release, really strong rock album from start to finish. We listen, we get a Queen which is like really focused, and again the songs are absolutely amazing compositions. For me, highlights will be Give Me the Prize, Kurgan's Theme, and A Kind of Magic. For me, this is a From Here to Eternity release. Miracle Saw the Light, 1989. This is it's a good album for their late career. It does contain some hit songs such as I Want It All and Breakthrough. Some other songs are less memorable. Slightly consistent album. It still shows that Queen can still write great music late into their career. It's slightly less focused on A Kind of Magic. Some songwriting, some songs are quite skippable, let's put it that way. Highlights will be Breakthrough and Scandal. For me, this will go to a B tier release. Innuendo, 1991. This is a powerful and emotional late album. Innuendo contains some great songs such as Innuendo and The Show Must Go On, and other songs such as These Are the Days of Our Lives, which is absolutely touching. It does bring a tear into my eye every time I listen to it. A few songs are less strong, but overall is one of the best albums in their later years. Strong release, as stated. They did try to combine some of the 70s elements as well. Highlights will be, for me, So Must Go On and I'm Going Slightly Mad. For me, this is a solid A tier release. Which brings us to 1995, Made in Heaven. This album was released after Freddie's death, so Freddie left recordings of his voice and let the band work on those songs after his passing. Made in Heaven contains some of the best songs Queen have ever written, such as Made in Heaven, Too Much Love Will Kill You, which are emotional and beautiful. Some songs might feel less consistent than Innuendo, but for me, it's an album that I put on and I just listen to it from start to finish without skipping a single song. Highlights for me will be Mother Love and Made in Heaven. For me, this is a solid From Here to Eternity release. So there you have it, the entire Queen discography, ranked from Get in the Bin all the way up to From Here to Eternity. Let me know in the comment section if you would like me to rank the greatest hits albums. They've got quite a few best of releases, or if you would like me to rank their live recordings. So next time, stay heavy.